Hey, my name is LP. Thank you for tuning in. I help hybrid athletes go faster, get stronger, and look like training is their full-time job. In a second, I'm going to share a conversation I had with one of my clients, Dave. We were able to help him maneuver around some pretty serious lower back issues to rebuilding his strength and confidence to set PRs on deadlifts, run a marathon, and as you'll see and beyond. We're going to talk about our experience working together and how he was able to get these results. If you're interested to find out more about how to get similar results and have more success in your training, at the end of the video, I'm going to come back in and give you more information on how you can get in on the same coaching program that Dave is a part of. Enjoy the conversation.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from as a starting point. I'll break the ice here.
Sure. So I'm usually on the other end of the camera, straighten that out. I'm usually on the other end of the camera for this, so this is good. It's good practice for me.
Yeah, I was wondering if I was going to get the full podcast Dave experience on this recording.
I don't want to intimidate anybody. I don't want to intimidate anybody. Like a real client, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, wait a second. He's got a good mic. This is a stage, man. It's bullshit. Cool. I'm Dave. I am a personal trainer as well, veteran of the Canadian Armed Forces, and now I'm a dad, run my own fitness company, and I'm a pursuer of all things difficult.
And we've done our fair share of difficult things since we started working together.
Dude, it's been 6 years. You realize that?
It's been 6 years. Yeah, a good 6 years, man. I'm looking forward to the day where we're going to film something like this to celebrate the year number 10.
Yeah, year number 20. Like, that's what I said, I think, last year and every other year before that. Like, just don't stop being a trainer anytime soon, because I don't know what I'm going to do if you decide to retire.
My man, let's talk about the reason that you hired me in the first place.
Yeah, so I reached out to you. It was 2016. I was coming off one of the worst experiences with pain in my life. I'd injured myself in Afghanistan, my back and my knee, and it resulted in me being released from the military. I lost my job, essentially. I was then teaching high school, but I didn't take care of myself. I was going to CrossFit, but the thing was, I just didn't have a plan. I was just winging it. And then I had this massive lockup that was more painful than anything I've ever experienced. And I remember lying in bed saying, wow, I really don't know what I'm doing. As soon as I'm able to walk again, I'm going to talk to LP and get a program. And so that was 6 years ago. And I remember we just started working on the basics, stuff that I'd never really done before. I was just awful at. It just exposed every weakness that essentially led to me getting injured. And that was the moment that I realized, oh man, okay, well, I don't know what I don't know. And that was the beauty of getting you as a coach. And so since then, we've been able to do a marathon, an Ironman, a few CrossFit Opens. I don't have any limitations. I play hockey. I'm able to play crazy sports that I never thought I was able or going to be able to, like hurling, which is this Irish sport, which is insane. I'm bending over all the time, swinging a bat, running around. I can play with my kids, no problem. And that's all because I just had a focused plan that made sense for where I was at and allowed me to do all the things I want to do professionally and personally, but also see a massive increase in athletic performance. And that's all thanks to you being able to build something that was customized for me.
Yeah. I mean, customization and individualization is the key for sure. And you were kind of alluding to some of the stuff that was making you do, like the step ups, the dead bugs. Aside from that, are there any other things about working with me that you feel really helped you?
I mean, programming is one thing. It's an art, but without the ability to connect with you on a personal level and understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, have bad days, but yeah, this week's not going well, or I think I need to change things up. And for you to be able to accommodate, listen, and not judge and allow me to progress at my own pace has been probably the best thing about working with you, because I don't have that feeling that I am either letting you down or you're going to judge my performance. You're just easy to talk to. And I know that you're going to come with your A game every day. And so that gives me the confidence that whatever's on my program, I know that's there for a reason. It's not just some randomized program that everybody can do or anybody's going to do. And so I've seen the results of that. And it's just probably been the best investment that I've made over the last 6 years, which has been getting coaching from you.
That's crazy to hear. Working with people like you really fires me up because you're benefiting so much from the experience, but you're showing it too in the way you're participating. As a coach, it's super fun to be on the receiving end of that as well, because it's obviously like a bi-directional relationship. I don't want to just be writing programs in a software and just having you on the other and executing it and then just writing a few results in. It's fun to have that back and forth and fun to have that relationship, and that's as cool as all the PRs that you end up putting up. True coach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to expand a little bit on that return on investment side of things, when I say it's the best investment I've made, it's like by far the best investment I've made, because once I was able to get out of that pain cave and I was able to work out again, get stronger, start smashing PRs, I realized, oh wait, there's a way out of this. It's not pills and physio and osteo and just waiting to die essentially in pain the rest of my
Yeah.
life, where a lot of guys, especially us military guys, end up just accepting, well, this pain is just me now, I guess I just need to suck it up and that's it. I realized, no, there's a way forward, and it's through strength training and mobility work. And because I learned that through action, through the stuff that you have programmed me, I went and started helping others. And because I was able to go help others, because I realized, wait, I can do this, then that means you can do it. And that allowed me to open up new realms, which I never expected to open up, which is start a business, write a book, start a podcast. If it wasn't for me getting out of that pain cave and getting stronger and getting fitter, I wouldn't have what I have now. So when it comes to return on investment, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's the best investment I've ever made, because it helped me so much get to where I am now, that I don't know where I'd be right now if I didn't take that moment to go see you and decide to take that quote unquote gamble on investing in coaching. And that's why when people ask, I go, well, I'll help you with my coach. And he was able to program stuff for me that was progressive over a long enough period of time, and it didn't crush me, and my joints, my back, everything worked really well. And that's why I was able to do what I can do.
And talking about what you could do, you were talking about the Ironman, and we talked about your back. Over the 6 years that we've worked together, like, you've done a lot of different things. If we talk about your milestones, like talking about strength metrics, endurance metrics, obviously there's the pain aspect. What do you feel are the kind of benchmark that you've hit?
I would have to say definitely, well, the first marathon was a major accomplishment, because that was a mental hurdle that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get over, just because I'd run just a bit more than 20 kilometers in the past. And I remember I just kind of fell apart afterwards. I just wasn't prepared, and I was sore for weeks, and everything kind of fell apart. So once I got past that threshold, and then I moved into the Ironman, that scared me. I'm not gonna lie, that scared the shit out of me. And so that's why I took it so seriously to train as hard as I did. And we started with strength, which was awesome. And then we moved into the more endurance based stuff. So the awesome part about the Ironman was, yeah, completing it was huge. And I got under the 17 hours. That was awesome. But the most important thing was the next day I was fresh. I was tired, but I wasn't sore. I wasn't beat up. I was able to function like a normal human being. And I was able to start running. It was either the Monday or the Tuesday right after, just for a recovery run. So that told me, okay, everything that I did in lead up to this, clearly I'm prepared. And if I can do the Ironman, I can do more. And what that more is, I'm not quite sure, but it just changed something in my brain. It just flipped something over that, well, if there's a goal that I want to achieve, there's really no impediment to that, so long as I chat with you, we come up with a plan, and then I just execute on that plan. And that really changed the way I see things. Yeah, I mean, there's other things too. And my deadlift's at 365 for 1RM. When I started, I could barely get 225 off the ground. And I'm 41 years old, 200 and something ish pounds. And just the way I feel and the way I look, I compare myself to other 40-year-old guys all the time.
That made you want to work with me more specifically, if there was anything? Do you remember?
Because I got that genuine impression that you actually care and you're fit So I knew there wasn't that kind of hypocrisy. It's like, hey, do this, but I can't do it. And that's where I can really make a connection with somebody, especially if in your case, you're professionally competent, but you're also physically very competent. So I know if you're telling me to do, let's say, like we're doing handstand push-ups for a while there because I was getting ready for the open. Well, I know you can do handstand push-ups. So it's not something you're throwing at me that you can't do. So you know how much volume is necessary. You know how hard it is. You know,
And if we had to switch gears and you were to talk to someone who's on the fence about signing up for a program like my coaching, what would you tell them?
don't hesitate when it comes to something like coaching. The issue is, am I going to get in return the value that I'm perceiving that I might get? And I get it. I'm a coach as well. But when it comes to looking at LP and deciding whether or not he'd be the right fit for you, based on all I've been able to accomplish, based on everything that I've been able to do, the answer is essentially don't hesitate, because you're going to see a marked improvement in everything you're looking to improve. LP cares. When you have somebody that's a professional that's looking out for your health and looking to get you strong, fitter, you're going to have the best investment that you've ever made right here. You don't have to look any further. So just make it happen, charge forward, and LP will have you from there.
Where you think you'd be right now if you didn't take action on the program?
Yeah. Had I not decided to start working on strength and mobility with you, I'd be still stuck, literally in bed, in pain, taking pills. So that's essentially it. It's just the ability to move well, do the things I want to do, play the sports I want to play, and enjoy my time with my family and my friends, and I'll be able to live life a lot better now that I'm stronger and fitter because of your programming.
Dude, thanks so much for doing this. Like I said at the beginning, I'm glad you're getting so much value out of it. I'm glad we're still working together. I'm glad that after 6 years, you still enjoy getting coached by me as much as I enjoy coaching you. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me about this stuff and your experience with the program, man. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Anytime. Anytime.
All right. I hope you enjoyed that conversation. I hope it resonated with you. If you're looking to upgrade your training and have the same amount of success that Dave had, you can click on the button. It's going to be somewhere around here. Click on it and find a time in my schedule. You're going to have to answer a few questions. Then we'll hop on a call and we'll see what we can do to get you to have the same amount of success as Dave. I'll leave you with that, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon.